Hey everyone, we're getting ready to go live here in about 1 minute, starting now. You guys ready? Here we go, getting ready. And here we go now. Hey Mark, hold on here. No, my stream box is messed up. Everything's messed up here. Let me see what's going on here. Don't give up on us, everyone. We have a little technical problem. Fix to take care of it. My stream box didn't.
No, it didn't.
Whoa.
Okay.
Well, at least I can see downtown Katie's.
Yeah.
We'll stay on this for a second till we get everything up and going. I don't see Tropical Tidbits up over here.
Well, as soon as I find where the mouse ran off to.
There it is. Now.
Well, I may have to go back. Let me see.
I still haven't been able to get up the radar. Give me just a second, everyone. We're working on it.
I'll try.
I can go Chrome, I'm sure, but
Go tropical. Well, ever how you do that.
all right, just a second. Hold on. Yeah, but your camera's not up.
No?
But I bet I can get radar up.
Okay.
Get your camera up and
Mine says it's pinging with you, so I don't know what's going on. Hang on.
now let's see if this comes up. Something.
Got lost.
Something got lost in the translations. Oops.
Starting. Well, hang on a second. Kill that and bring it back up again.
Yes, the joys of live TV. I tell you what, let me get the new radio. Shane's on that radio. It's over in that small bag.
Mm-hmm.
That's in the chair.
The smallest bag?
Yeah. open the box there and pull that radio out. We'll be right with you. We do have some things to talk about. We're going to talk about this developing hurricane. I'm going to mute my mic for just a second while we get this worked out. Okay, we've got this pretty well under control now.
Be 30 minutes on the other side of Watts Bar Dam.
Wow, it's a long ways. Hey, Mark.
Hey, Dave, give me 1 second. One, I got to close your doors so you don't echo.
I don't mind echoing. Okay, we're good. Well, that's the wonders. We've got this neat little radio, and Shane is on the other
There we
side
go.
of the world, and he's talking back to us and told us exactly how to fix it. So I am thoroughly impressed. Yeah, that Shane knows what he's doing. I'm pretty. Shane, you're getting lots of kudos on this chat here. Chad or Shane, you're getting a lot of kudos on chat. Anyway, all right, so here we are. Let me turn on my other light too. I got out in the sun today, and so therefore my face is a little darker than usual. So therefore,
Yeah, we're monitoring the stream, David.
okay, I got you, Shane. All right, now. Well, let's see who all's with us first, and then we'll get into the weather now that we're a little late getting on, but everybody should be happy with us. We've got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we are going to have a new hurricane probably in the next, 6 hours or so, Mark?
Yeah, probably in the next 6 hours. It'll definitely be a hurricane before it actually comes on shore.
Okay. So
Right now, the center of it is just to the west, out over the Gulf from Tampa.
okay, well, we're going to take a look at that in just a second. Let's recognize everyone. We've got our good friend Davis here. He's been rooting for us on this, get it all going. and of course, we've got Mary Varviz, we got our good friend Eric Brake. Tammy Tatum says, hello, Thunder Buddies. And let's see, Eric says, Tropical Storm Hurricane Debbie might come on shore and park herself over Georgia and South Carolina for a while. Yeah, we'll see. Let's Summon Dinner says hi, everyone. Chris Meacham says good afternoon, David and Mark. And Dave says hi, David, Mark. Welcome back today. And it has been, 48 hours since we were on with everybody. So I'm glad to see everyone. And Corey Duncan says good afternoon. Dave says howdy, Amy. I know she's watching and listening to the stream. So, she says hi back to you, Dave. So anyway, he says a sunny day there in West Virginia. He also says hi to Tammy. And Mary Vorvis says hi, David, Mark, Amy, and everyone. It's hot. Gwen Cruz says, hey, guys. And anyway, we're all good, and I'm glad to see everyone. Tony Harris says, good afternoon, David, Mark. Blessings on you both. And Robert says, good evening. Thank you, David, Mark, and everyone there for the updates. We appreciate it. And Donna Lord says, hello, David and Mark. I hope Donna's feeling better, because I sure do miss her presence. But get over that stuff you got, Donna, and then come back to us safe and sound. So, okay, let's start off with what we know right now. I can tell you right now, it was some kind of hot. It was hotter today, I think, than I felt in a while, because I got out and mowed, which was a big mistake. I started early this morning thinking I would beat the heat. That didn't make any difference because it was hot by 9 o'clock. And so the biggest thing that happened was I had a snake crawl over my feet as I looked down. Oh, man. I wonder if I could show a picture of that on my phone to everyone. It was interesting.
The question is, did you know that David Powell could levitate?
I really can. I can levitate big time.
When there's a snake at your feet.
It was. I must have come off the ground, but the snake, I think, was just as scared as I was. It was a cute little thing, actually. Let me find it here. I've got to show you guys a picture of it, because it was certainly interesting. It was interesting because it was long. It was about 3.5 feet long. And I said, well, all right, let's see if I can get where you can see that. All right, hold on. Let me try it this way. Can anybody see that? Anyway,
It didn't flip.
Oh, okay. Well, let me try a different one, different shot. This is going to be a shot. What in the world says photos captured? I'm not trying to capture any photos. I just want to show a picture here. Just a second. Let's start this again. Sometimes.
Tammy Tatum says hi, Dave.
Hi, Tammy Tatum. Now let's see if I can get it to flip. Well, this is a video of it crawling off after it had crawled over my feet. Good grief! Ah, well, you get the picture. It's a big, long black snake, and so I wished it well and bid it safe travels on its merry way. I did not kill it. It was, best I could tell, is either a king snake or a chicken snake, or it almost would have been a chicken snake and rat snake, basically the same thing. But
Right.
I guess it was probably a king snake. It could have been a black racer, but they kind of chase you. This one wasn't wanting to chase me at all. In fact, it was really surprised to crawl over my feet. And anyway, it was an interesting day.
Probably about as surprised as you were to have it crawl over your feet.
Yeah, I didn't hurt it. I kind of shoot it on, and I guess it was catching mice and things like that. It's that time of the year. Donna Lord says, what kind? I assume not poisonous. It was not. You could tell it didn't have the pointed head or anything like that. It had a rounded head. It was actually quite. The way it was acting, I would say would have been a king snake, which you want those around because they're a constrictor. And they will actually kill and eat a copperhead. And I've got a picture somewhere. If I think about it, I'll try to share it with you guys one of these days of a king snake actually constricting a copperhead and killing it, which is, I didn't know they'd do that. But the two creatures you want around your house if you don't want any venomous snakes is a possum and a king snake. The king snakes actually make good pets, I think, from what I understand. Our naturalist Scott Shoup told me that. But, anyway. So Let's see, Chelsea Reese. Hey, Chelsea, she says, good afternoon. My son told me to put you on my TV where he can watch. What is your son's, tell me what your son's name is, and I have to say hello to him. Jordan Randolph says, hey, David, and Robert says, okay, good. I read that one a while ago. But anyway, I'm glad to see everybody, and let's see here. So, aside from my snake story, I did manage to get the yard mowed, but I tell you what, it was some kind of hot. I did get kind of a bit of a, I don't know, I guess you'd call it a little bit of a heat exhaustion.
It's called a heat injury, Dave.
Oh, is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah. You got a little bit of heat exhaustion, a little bit of dehydration, that kind of stuff.
I think that we've got this, we don't have this map done. But I tell you what, I'm not going to fool with it. I'm glad we've got the radar up. Now, you might notice this red off over here. Mark, explain what we're seeing here on the radar.
Okay, what we have up on Radar Omega is the projected path for Tropical Storm, soon to be Hurricane Debbie. And you notice how it makes its swing up and it goes in around the Big Bend area of Florida and then goes up over Georgia and South Carolina, and then it turns into like a big circle. That's because they're expecting that system to get up in that area and hang around for a day or so at least.
So our good friend Eric Breck knew what he was talking about then, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. And the offshoot of that is they're looking at just a huge amount of rain up in that area with this. Some areas could get 20 to 30 inches of rain from this one storm.
My goodness. Well, this is certainly, I wonder if we've got anything on the buoys that would show that yet. Let's see if we've got this one up. Let's see, this would be looking, well, we're not looking at anything there that I can see. A little choppy right there. It says the wave height is 3.28 feet. So, yeah, the air temperature is 87. I don't see this. Let's see here. Wind speed is about 15 miles an hour, gusting up to 20, so that might explain the choppiness. Here's one a little closer in. Oh, yeah, here we go. There we are, right there as this storm is coming in. The buoy's picking it up on the cameras. You can see the white caps. Wow, it says winds are gusting to 44 now, sustained at 35 miles an hour. Don't see anything on the temperatures, but
Wave height there is 14 feet.
Oh,
Dominant wave period is 8 seconds. So every 8 seconds, a 14-foot wave's coming across.
how would you like to be out in the boat on that one?
No, thank you.
Yeah, me either. You can see the clouds. These cameras are rotating 360 degrees, and they're powered by solar power. So therefore, once dark arrives, then the cameras go out. But at least we can see them during the daytime, and that gives us an idea of what's happening out there in the ocean. So you can see already this tropical storm about to be hurricane is acting up pretty good. So this is Tropical Storm Debbie. It is expected to become a hurricane by the time it reaches this position right here. There's a little one there, and it's a hurricane symbol. So right now it is a tropical storm, and it certainly is kicking up. Let me see if I can get a little bit radar shot down here. Now I'm going to come in a little closer. If you happen to be down in Florida, we actually have a tornado warning down that way too, which is not unusual when you have a tropical system coming in, but you can see the bands. I suspect if I rotate this around, you can actually see the circulation of this. And this is, let's see, we have Cape Canaveral, Orlando's right here, Cape Coral here. So this is something new we've got. We haven't shown this before, and we've never had anything to show the reason for this. But anyway. Let's see. Chelsea Reese says her son's name is Eli. Hi, Eli. I hope you're having a good day. And
hello, Eli.
Yeah, we're glad to see you on here. We hope you're enjoying the show. But anyway, this is a pretty neat little deal we have on our radar. I'm really impressed with this. Yeah. It's not.
Yeah, that's going to be the major. They're going to get quite a bit of rain across Florida, that part of Florida. But the major threat for them is these little supercells that are embedded in that that are going to spin up the potential for tornadoes, and that's all the way around on the Florida Peninsula
Yeah,
from the Georgia border south.
they've got a current tornado warning there for, let's see here. North central Charlotte and southwestern DeSoto counties and east central Sarasota counties in Florida are under a tornado warning right now. This is because of the circulation around producing severe thunderstorms capable of producing a tornado located near Port Charlotte, moving north at 40 miles an hour. So it's moving fairly quickly. Anyway, so this gives you an idea of
This whole storm is moving north at a pretty good pace for right now, and that's the only reason it's only going to make a Category 1 hurricane before it reaches shore, because it formed pretty close in and it's moving fairly quickly. So it's going to come ashore like in the overnight hours and into tomorrow morning. And the good thing is that it's probably not going to get stronger than a Cat 1, but it could still be a high-end Cat 1 by the time it hits shore in the Big Bend area there. Then it'll downgrade to a tropical storm, but that's just it. You can see by the little green indicators there, the little circles, the little hurricane symbols, that it's expected to go up and wander just off the coast of Georgia and South Carolina, and then just kind of wander around for about a day or two, not going anywhere, real fast.
So anywhere up in the area that's in this red area, if you're going east towards South Carolina or North Carolina, even Georgia, beware. Even southern Virginia, you could be getting some torrential rainfall as time goes by. So you want to be very, very, very careful if you're going into these areas.
Yeah, especially from like Raleigh eastward in North Carolina, and about the same way down in South Carolina. Everywhere to the east of there is where they're expecting the heaviest rainfall, and there could be some just massive flooding and flash flooding going on.
This is EMA in Louisville, Jefferson County, Georgia. Emergency Management, one of their cameras, and we're looking at that. And you can see the clouds already coming in. Temperature's 82, so far nothing affecting that. But if I come down a little further, I'm trying to find a camera somewhere down here in Florida. We had some in Florida, but they may not be operational right now because of this system. I don't. That looks like one right there, and the camera's out on it. So.
There is an interactive camera right there on the southeast corner of the Big Bend area, right up there. There's like 3 of them up through there. It looks like a little A symbol in the middle of them.
All right, hold on. Let me see what I can. Well, I fail to see where you're talking about, Mark. I'll be honest with you, I don't see it. They are under a tropical storm watch here, just so you all know that this part of Florida is all under tropical storm watch.
If you know where Cedar Key is, if you go down there a little way, it's right in the edge of your green outline there for the winds from the storm. Storm chaser Corey Gherkin is right there. He's almost right on top of where a buoy is, but if you zoom in enough, you can pick up his signal separate.
Well, I'm going in here closer. I'm at St. Petersburg, so where are we talking about from there?
Hang on, let me see.
North, south, east, or west?
It's north of St. Petersburg. If you go up north, up along the coast, and then where the coast kind of pushes out a little bit toward the Gulf before it continues on up.
Oops. That's what happens. My finger goes wild. Here we go. Up near Bradenton.
It's right out on the point. You've probably got the radar on. You might be covered up in the radar and make it hard for you to see.
Well, I do have the radar on.
Okay.
Let me see if I can go over here and put it on one a little further away, and then I can
Yeah.
see
Now
it
the
better.
radar is neat. That does show the circulation really well.
It does. It sure does.
Yeah. A lot of the storm chasers that we know of that we watch, like Colin Croft or
Yeah.
Connor Croft, he's headed down that way, although he's not transmitting right now. And then down there with Corey Gherkin, we have Brandon Kopic.
Yeah,
There's
Brandon.
like 3 of them right down
I
there.
think Brandon's the one we've been wanting to get in touch with, isn't he? Isn't he the one?
Probably so. Vince Whaley, he's right down there. They're not seeing a whole lot, but
Well, I don't see any of them. I don't know why I'm.
Corey Gherkin's right out on the coast, so he can see the clouds and the waves coming in.
See anywhere around Cedar Key?
Yep.
Oh, okay. I found it. Yeah, I found them.
Yeah, you got to zoom in kind of close to differentiate
Yeah,
them
I've
off of
got-
that buoy that's right there.
I got Brandon up. You're kind of just sitting. I guess they're waiting for this stuff to happen.
Yeah.
And this
Where Brandon is, if you go like due south of there, right out toward the point,
Well, here's Corey Gherkin's camera. Look at
there you
this.
go. There you go.
Now he's looking at the ocean out there as that tropical storm comes up through. We
Yeah.
owe Corey a bit of thanks. So that is pretty neat to be able to sit here and look at a live camera seeing that stuff. There is one over here. This is Vince Welty. Vince Welty.
Yeah. Vince Whaley.
Yeah, and again, it looks like they're getting some rain. I guess they're all right there close.
Yeah. I guess that's a fairly safe way. Most of this storm, most of Debbie is on Debbie's east and north side right now.
I noticed that, yeah. But would that also, because the
Fortunately, that's
radar,
what's going to be pushing right into the shore
would that
as she
also,
gets up there.
also be because the radar aren't out here that far though either?
Well, they're also looking at reports and satellite pictures. The satellite picture will show you about the same thing.
Okay. Well, so let me get to one other thing. I want to look at National Hurricane Center.
There you go.
And this would be wind speed possibilities. And you can see that in the purple, that is a 90% chance of
Tropical storm force
force
winds.
winds. Yeah. Let's see. Rainfall potential. Wow. Look at that. That looks like, according to the legend here, between 16 and 20 inches along the coast of South Carolina and northeastern Georgia,
Yep.
near Savannah, from Savannah to Charleston.
Yep.
So you do not want to be in this area, even though that may not be it may be just a tropical storm. That's still nothing to sneeze at. If you get
No.
caught in one of those, you're going to say, "Oh, I wish I hadn't done that."
And again, the flooding, coastal flooding, flash flooding, all that's going to be going on through there. Just really, really bad.
This is the flood risk for that area. So anyway, just want you to know that this is nothing to sneeze at, and we hope that it will get better. Now let's go back in here. Let's talk
Yeah.
about our
The
current
reason we've
weather.
talked about Debbie so much, even though it's not affecting here, is because of y'all's vacation plans, if you have any, and because our weather is just going to be kind of boring for the next several days.
Well, but we got some good news.
Yeah.
Let me see if anybody's saying anything about our good news on here. Let's see here. South Carolina, according to Amy, has declared a state of emergency ahead of the storm due to predicted rainfall. So yes, that is going to be a big deal. And it may throw some showers back over us. I don't think they'll be very widespread, at least at this point.
If the storm got all the way out to the this side of the red zone that's in our direction, we might get some showers off of it. But for right now, probably not. I think all that's going to stay on the other side of the Appalachians.
Right. So anyway, let's go back and I see Mary Voorhees says, I hope those people are going to go inland and get out of that. And I do too.
Yeah.
I do too, Mary. Also, Allegra Pace. Hey, Allegra, she says, hi, David Mark. I'm ready for fall. Okay, now this is where we want to talk. I tell you what, I need to go back over to Tropical Tidbits. Let's see, where is it here? I'm starting to learn how to navigate myself around. I'm going to go to Storm Predictions, not Storm Prediction Center. Good grief. Let's see here. I want to go to, oh, good grief. I want to go to the National Weather Service. I want to find the 6 to 10 day outlook.
You might have to do some typing in the search bar for that.
Maybe not. I guess I'm going to have to do some typing in the search bar for that. Okay, well, anyway, here we go. Let's see here. Let's see if I can do that and keep talking to them while I work on it.
Okay, well, our outlook for the next several days, we are going to be getting warm again. It was 90, predicted high today of 91, 94 on Monday, 95 on Tuesday. And then we start to cool down just a little bit. And then by the weekend, we're looking at highs in the upper 80s, mid to upper 80s again. The overnight lows are going to be in the low 70s, so maybe not quite as humid for the next few days. Hopefully, I know it's going to be hot enough. We don't need the humidity too. But then by the weekend, we're looking at highs dropping back down into the upper 60s. So that's it. It's supposed to be mostly sunny to clear the whole way through for that. The first partly cloudy days, probably not until Friday. About Wednesday, we will have a little bit of a dry cold front go through, and that's why our temperatures are going to drop back down from the mid-90s to the upper 80s. Dave's still looking, so...
Yeah, I'm not having any luck. I should have said all this stuff. Well, wait a minute, maybe. No. I can look at this, see if it does anything for me. Yeah, maybe I can go over here and find it.
I think you're looking for the
6 to 10 day graphics on temperature and precipitation.
I think that's on from the Climate Prediction Center, isn't it?
You know what? You are correct. So let's just go back to this. And let me go to Climate Prediction Center instead of Storm Prediction Center. I can't see anything for these mics and everything all in the way.
Yeah, so if you got outdoor work to do, you're going to have to do it in the mornings or evenings over the next few days, but we're not going to have to worry too much about rain. However, I also noticed, and this is the first precursor, that this is the early part of August, and we've already had a couple of foggy mornings.
Uh-oh. You know what that means?
Mm-hmm. Means we've had a couple of foggy mornings. And one of the legends that we always look at, or what we always hear when we start getting this time of year, is the number of fogs you have in August tells you the number of snows you will have through winter.
All right, I'm about to give up on it. It's taking too much time to find it. I mean, it's in there, but if I was on my other stuff, I could go right to it, but I'll be honest with you. I'm going to find it. I swear. I know I am.
Yeah. Go up to the top search bar, not for the page you're on, but to the top search bar and type in Climate Prediction Center.
All right, I have located it. I would almost go to there was one that showed the seasonal outlook.
Well, we can look at that one too. This is the 6 to 10. It looks like the 6. No, it's close anyway. The 6 to 10 day.
This is the 8 to 14 here.
Ah, okay. The 6 to 10 day actually does show below normal across our area.
All right, let's
Not much below normal, but below normal.
let me just go back.
Unfortunately, it also shows below normal for precipitation.
I'm looking for that where I saw it. Here we go. Seasonal outlook. Let's look at September and October. Yeah. Shows seasonal temperature outlook is a little above normal. Which I kind of disagree with. And same thing all the way up through November. Through December. You know what? I don't buy any of this stuff. I don't know where that's coming from. And it's not.
It's coming from the Climate Prediction Center.
Okay, so I'm going to disagree with them. Let's just get out of here because I don't buy it. I'm sorry, but I don't.
Well, as you know, and as we've said, anything beyond like a week is really just kind of just a wild guess in a lot of cases anyway. Because what they say today, they could change tomorrow when you're that far out.
Yeah.
Because the models are constantly bouncing around and changing.
Here's our 6 to 10 day outlook. And I wish I could get these to come up bigger on the screen. I can see right now we've got our work cut out for us. We're going to do some mass changing on the way I've got things set up. But anyway, it's like he said, you can see quite a bit below normal on the 6 to 10 day outlook. And the precip, you can't see it because of my big head, shows us a little below normal in the precip range. Now, you know, we're starting to need some rainfall.
Yeah.
I hate to tell you that, but we do. We need some rain pretty good.
Yeah. Click on the map, Dave. From there.
Oh, wait a minute, I'm sorry. Back to the map.
Yep.
I thought I did, but I didn't. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, that's better. Now you can see it. So there's the 6 to 10 day temperature outlook, and it does look like we're going to get some relief. I am so ready to be out of this heat. Let's see here.
You hit the back arrow to go back.
No, I know that. I know that. I was reading some of the chat that's coming in. Let's look at the precip. There's a precip I was talking about. Slightly below normal. So what I was getting ready to say is we are needing a little rainfall. It's a little bit dry out there, and the reason I knew that is because when I mowed, underneath the trees, the grass is gone dry. So which is nice. It's meant I didn't have to weed eat under the trees, but that's also a sign that our soil is drying out, and we really don't want that to happen. We want to get some more rain in here as soon as we can. Hopefully we'll get some soon. I don't see a whole lot of a chance in our 6 to 10 day. It looks like it's going to be pretty scarce, but we're going into one of our drier periods as well.
Yeah. And all it's going to take is one tropical system coming right through there to
That's
totally
right.
blow it away.
Absolutely. So, now weeks 3 to 4, which we have here, well, I can't get it to come up here now. Well, anyway, you can see that it's 50-50 chance about the temperature-wise, and about
50-50 chance for the,
precip, yeah.
yeah.
So anyway, we'll see how it goes. All right, so do we have any precip in our area? Let's go to the Hopkinsville radar, and I see nothing. Hey, I remember that line. I see nothing. I'm dating my
Yep.
age. We
The
do,
Schultz defense.
yeah, we do have a little something up around Effingham, Illinois, but that's about it. I don't see any other showers anywhere. In fact, if we look at these cameras, UT Martin, lovely shot, but it is hot. It's so hot out there, hell can't be but a half mile from there. 91.9 degrees. So anyway, but it's like Mark said, if you want to get out there and do any yard work, oh good grief, get out there and do it early in the morning or wait till late in the evening. And let's see, Donna Lord says, oh heck, give us the snows this winter. Isn't the area past due for a really snowy winter? Yes, it is. And the one reason I kind of disagreed with the Climate Prediction Center's outlook is that there are signs, if the Aleutian or the Alaskan low remains in place, that we could see it. It doesn't mean, though, they could still have above normal temperatures and we could still get a lot of snow, you know.
Yeah.
Because that's just an average, which means you could have a day or two in the 70s, which is above normal, and then the rest of the time be in the 50s, and so there, yeah, you would have some above normal temperatures. So anyway, Tammy says to spray liquid garlic around, and it keeps the snakes away. They don't like the smell. That's an interesting thought. I didn't know that. Tammy Gilkey Hester says, we check the SBC daily because my husband does PDR fixes hail damage on cars, paintless dent removal. Oh, wow. Didn't know that, Tammy. He's a storm chaser in a way, LOL. Maybe he should come hang around us a little bit. But anyway, so I'm glad to know that. I'm learning some stuff about you guys out there. Some of you are pretty smart. I'm impressed. Anyway, okay, let's see. What else we got? Mark, so when's our next chance for rain?
Let's see. When I was looking at it, it's out beyond Saturday. I'll put it that much.
Over a week away?
Yep.
Oh, let's
Have
hope.
no rain in the forecast all the way through Saturday. Just clear, mostly clear. Friday, maybe Friday night, partly cloudy.
Well, that's
And then
not a
Saturday-
good thing. For those of us who are needing some serious rainfall, it doesn't look like we're going to get it. Any dry spells we've got, it's just going to get worse. Let's just hope that it doesn't go into a drought, because that is very hard to break when you get one of those. So,
It
Anyway.
absolutely is.
yeah.
And it doesn't bode well if everybody wants snow.
Nope, it doesn't. This is our Lake Barkley Marina camp, and looks like a hot day out there because you see there's no boats because it's so
Yeah.
hot. You don't see any wind moving either. So therefore, yeah, it's
There was about 4 pontoon boats there probably 35 minutes ago.
and they got so hot they said we're not staying out here for this. Let's look over Kentucky Lake at Lakeside. Okay, All right, we're going to talk to old Michael. His camera's down. Let's see here. Well, while we're here, let's just talk about Michael Vance. He's one of our sponsors, Michael Vance Contracting and Roofing, 270-707-ROOF. If you got any roof damage from the recent storms, feel free to give Michael a call. He'll be glad to talk to you. Won't charge you nothing to talk to you. And give you some good advice. And then also, he owns Lakeside Campground Marina, which you can see the website there. Visit it because it is a good, beautiful place to visit. It's just mighty hot right now. I also want to remember our good friend Katie Moyer at Kentucky Hemp Works, and you can see all these let's try it again. You can see Kentucky Hemp Works product in our online store at www.dpww.shop, and we'll get a graphic set up where we can throw that on the screen here at some point, but we'll do that soon. But anyway, just wanted you guys to know that get on that online store and you get to see some pretty neat stuff there. So let's go back over to the I-24 and 6880 camera. It sure looks hot there. You know, it would look like a nice fall day if I didn't know it was hot, you know. You can imagine it's 75 degrees there. You say, hey, that's a nice day, but it is really
Well,
hot.
it doesn't look like there's much of a breeze moving the trees there or anything either. So.
No, there's no breeze at all, which makes it very, very stifling, you know, and the humidity has come up some too. So, anyway, so it's one of those things where you just have to hang in there. Tammy Tatum says she likes the sun. She don't want no snow and no ice. So, anyway, it is too early to be talking about that anyway. Tammy says she's watching y'all from YouTube and Facebook. Wow, that's nice. I'm sure there's a little lag time between the two because of the way it transfers over from one thing to another. But anyway. But
it's all right. It's so nice you want to hear it twice.
That's right. Hey, I do want to ask you all, if you're new to the channel, be sure to hit subscribe and like on YouTube. If you're watching on Facebook, just go over to YouTube briefly and hit subscribe and like and notifications so that you know when we're going to be on, and that will help us out a lot. We really would appreciate it. And we're getting ready to narrow down this. So, Mark, let's give them one last big detail before we go for anybody that might have joined us late.
All right. Hot and more hot through the midweek. And then we start to cool down just a little bit. No rain all the way out through next Saturday. We don't have any rain in the forecast. Doesn't mean that a shower couldn't pop up sometime, especially Wednesday when the dry cold front is going through. It could pop up something. But for right now, just doesn't look like anything. It's going to be hot, hazy, not quite as humid, but definitely warm. Typical August weather.
Yeah, well, anyway, I just giving y'all one last look also at the projected path of the what will become a hurricane, and you can see already the rain bands forming around it. So far, I don't see any warnings or anything like that, but if I put it in motion, you can certainly see the rain bands as they circulate around, and this is going to bring some absolutely surprising amounts of rain to North Carolina, South Carolina, parts of Georgia.
They had some tornado warnings earlier down by Cape Coral in that vicinity, but the only storm report I saw is spotters reported seeing a funnel cloud.
Okay. You'll also see the tropical storm warning in these yellow outlined counties that goes all the way up into southern Georgia. So they're all under a tropical storm watch, I believe it was. No, tropical storm warning. So be prepared, especially if you're heading down this way, vacation or something. You probably want to postpone your vacation a day or two till this gets out of the way, and hopefully there's no damage to speak of. But certainly be prepared if you're going up to the eastern coast, say anywhere from southern Virginia down to North Carolina, South Carolina, and eastern Georgia. Those areas are going to get torrential rain. Somewhere up in some of the areas we saw, possibly as much as 20 inches of rain from what will become Hurricane Debbie and maybe Tropical Storm Debbie as it gets up through there. So anyway, that's bulk of what we have right now. So in our particular area, it's going to be hot. Do all your outside yard work in the mornings. Exercise the normal heat precautions. Be sure and keep your pets outside, plenty of water and
plenty of shade.
And shade, that's right. We're still in the dog days of summer, but it is winding down. Soon, very soon, we're going to start feeling the effects of cooler air coming in, and we'll get rid of this horrible heat, at least the humidity. If I don't mind the heat quite so much, it's the humidity that's absolutely a pain. So anyway, with that, Mark, you want to say any final words before we close it out?
Everyone enjoy your Sunday evening. Have a good start to the work week, and I'll see you all again Wednesday.
And ditto here as well. So have a good one, and we'll be talking to you soon. Let's see. Jackie Jernigan says, thanks so much for the update. Don Lord says, thank you both. Stay hydrated and cool, everyone. And so with that, Thunder Buddies, we're going to sign off and say until next time.
Bye, everyone.